Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Prison Architect Megamax. Last episode, we were not having a good time. I had to cut out the other half of it and not make it into another episode because it was just me moaning, not understanding the need system. It wasn't great. Ooh, there's a lovely image right here. Look at him, looking at his family. How the hell did he get that? That's contraband. I'm pretty sure that's contraband. This is not good. France right here, talking about drugs. I'm not just sure how I should really feel about this, but there we are. So I've been micromanaging the needs right now, and they're looking pretty good. Comfort is something that is ever so slowly going down. And, you know, I'm trying to understand the systems, the needs, how to fulfill them. And eventually I can get to a point where I don't have to micromanage it. But at the moment, it is something that I'm currently doing. And that's sort of the other part of the game, really. It's sort of understanding the needs, when they need them, and then fitting the regime system around that. Right now, this is all a complete mess, because like I've been saying, I've been micromanaging it. So when they need something, I just change it into a particular time. Unless it's eating time, because I think you need 2 hours prep before eating time can actually happen. Right now, they don't really have that much to do. They're kind of just chilling out. I've put some radios inside the canteen here. Apparently, they have a little aura effect. They're the lowest level aura effect. I think TVs and then big TVs. Basically, aura, I believe, produces comfort and at the same time also relieves their recreation. So you can see right there, a bored prisoner is a dangerous prisoner. You can see to a prisoner's needs for recreation by adding pastime to the common areas of your prison, such as TVs or radios. Apparently, this works everywhere else. It's not just the common rooms. Although I have added TVs here just to make sure. There's one prisoner that's sort of in critical need of all this stuff because I think they're currently in solitary confinement, which I've changed to these sections up here. Just for the time being, because I didn't want to make another recreation area. I've also made it a laundry area plus an infirmary in the same room together, just because I can then see both of them, and of course I've had some guards stationed in there. Let's go ahead and get ourselves these walls finished off, because I haven't done that for some reason. Recreation walls, why not? They're very nice walls, okay? It's like Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. I've also made a commons room right here. And sorry, not a commons room, a staff room, so that, you know, staff can chill out. I'll get rid of that eventually. I'll get rid of a lot of this eventually, including the sort of infirmary laundry right here that we have. Infirmary laundry, that sounds pretty good. At the same time, heating is something that I've understand a little bit more of now. You don't really need it to be spread out. Like, we've got just a lot of heaters in one place, and it generally can heat up quite a large area. If we go over to logistics right here, we've got 4 right here, and it seems to get most of it. I could do with probably 2 more down here. I will end up doing that. But we've got 4 right here in this one spot, and it's already heating up this particular part of our canteen right here. Second time I forgot what this place is called, even though there's a big word for it right there. The other heaters will probably be around the sort of 4 corners right here. That'll probably get the rest of the canteen done. I will probably need to get maybe 1 more heater. I think all I need to do is put 1 more heater there and another one there. And it probably will just heat up the remaining of the area. I don't really fully understand how it works. I don't fully understand how it works, but I understand that it's not complete bullshit. So we're all good right now. I have relieved the guards around some of these areas because they seem to help quite a lot with the whole kicking off of people. So they're only in some of the spaces. Eventually I will move them back in here. I don't know why we have a lot of guards in here, but at the moment they are just chilling out. I've also got all these large jail doors opened up for the time being. What's our current needs? So right now their bladder and that lot's getting pretty high. The food, right, they don't need 2 hours of food. I'm sort of remembering V1. The hell was that? There was a dinosaur or something screaming in the background there. It terrified the hell out of me. What we need to do, I think, is just give them free time. Or lockup tends to work. So we'll just do that. Yard time is also good. Free time and yard time, I've got to have some yard time. Because apparently if you do free time, you don't generally prioritize some of the needs that could be fulfilled with yard time as they will with other ones. Sleep's getting there as well. It's starting to get a bit higher. What time is it now? Really? It's 4 p.m. I think I've ruined their sleep schedule a little bit. Because I did get them up a bit earlier, which is not good. Utilities, I'm pretty sure I did fill that one in. Okay, it feels weird to me when I get one side done but not the other. So at the moment, they're all chilling out in here. They're getting their exercise. Well, they should be anyway. There we go. Family as well. They talk on the phones to get family done. Comfort. Oh, he got really angry there and just started lifting. That was really weird. comfort and clothing just reached an insane climax. This is the problem I have with the need system. This is why you need to micromanage it, because it just comes out of nowhere. So, apparently, at around about 5, everyone's clothing is just not good enough. Now, it's probably because I've got them all in yard time. Now, they're about to go into lockup, I believe. So, this should mean they change their clothes. I think so, anyway. That should... Yeah, there we go. I think... Yeah, their clothing has just changed. I think their comfort levels are also going to be much better as well, because they're in lockup. It looks like it. Why is it going down, actually? Many prisoners... Prisoners? I thought I said pianists there. Pianists generally want to feel comfortable, physically and emotionally. There are many ways you can aid this, such as allowing for family visitation, giving them hot showers, or simply making sure they have somewhere to sit. So that might be it. Maybe because they can just sort of chill out on their bed, their comfort levels are being fulfilled. It's generally the slowest one to fulfill, but that's something to think about when it comes to lockup. See, like right now it's not being... Oh no, it is being insanely well fulfilled. So they're having their shower time right now. Families being dealt with. Because this is free time, they can basically deal with what they individually need to deal with. Food is a problem because one of our prisoners, being the legendary one, I think is still in solitary or something. Now the others are just sort of chilling out in here right now. So it's not too bad. We are still 3k. Well, our daily cash flow is minus 3k. Not exactly great. We can eventually deal with that, but right now we're just trying to get a good regime going on for our prisoners. And lockup seems to be something that I didn't use much before, but now I'm definitely going to use it a little bit more, mostly because it means that it forces them to change their clothes, and at the same time, it forces them to get comfortable as well. They can sit down, they can chill out, and then they can go off and do their other things. I'm starting to think if having them lock up... And that's also a good point. I've got to test the shower. I've got to test the sleep time as well to see just how long they can really last. But also, do they need to have 1 hour lockup before they go and have a shower? Because I'm assuming that will force them to change their clothes again or something like that. That's what I'm assuming anyway. And then maybe give them a bit of comfort. I don't really know. And then they can go and have their shower. I'm not sure if we should have shower, then yard time, then eating time. That sounds like a good idea to me. Because 1 hour shower is good enough. Especially for all these cell blocks. There's enough shower heads in here, I think, for everyone. Well, there probably isn't, but 78. I can't imagine there are 78 shower heads right there. But they're quick enough to not be too much of a bother. Also, let's check temperature right now. Temperature... Is this side done? I can't tell. Yeah, we probably could do with having 2 more down here just to heat up these 2 areas. There's a radius to it. There is a maximum. But right now it's fine. What about room quality? They're all pretty bad right now. 6. And then obviously all the other little bits and bobs to make them a little bit more happy. So adding radios and all that lot. We can eventually do that. I don't mind doing that. Just to help with their recreation and comfort. At the moment, food is being given to them, which is great to see. Now sleep's going to be a big one. So yellow is just a concern, which means we don't... It's something that they're about to get annoyed about, essentially. Now, sleep seems to be being fulfilled now, because it's lock up for 2 hours and then sleep. Should I change it so its sleep time is at 10? Seems really early to me. They get up very early as well, though, don't they? Well, they're all in lockup right now. I want to make sure their sleep schedule is that they sort of get up at... So I want it... Let's go back here. Let's change sleep to 4. Let's have lockup at 5. Then shower time can be at 6. That sounds good to me. Then yard. Then eating time. We're going to have a 2 hour slot right now because I still don't know. We don't need 2 hours, but it's just they got to get all the way down here and pick up their food, sit down. I mean, that should take 30 minutes for them to do that and then 30 minutes to eat. They don't take that long to eat, so it should be all right. And then free time, an hour lockup. Okay. So let's see if that works out. Let's have a look at their needs again. Because I think it's getting close to sleep time, they don't really care so much. And their needs are being fulfilled reasonably, I would say. I imagine there's a lot of contraband going around. And obviously we have to worry about the other... The legendary prisoner that we have lying around. At the same time, what we should do is get some more guards stationed in here. How many guards do we have lingering? So we can get 6 guards in here. That's not bad. Got one guard just chilling out in here. I don't want that. Just want him in there. I wonder why these two areas are separated. And also why this one is separated. That's really weird. I'm feeling good right now. Things are going significantly... I was going to say weller. It's going so weller, mate. This. Good, I'm glad. I'm very glad to know that it's going very weller. Let's go back to needs. I really wish there was a hotkey for needs. There must be. So bladder and bowels, it's getting pretty high right now. Their sleep has been fulfilled completely. So that's weird. They've only had 2 hours sleep and already, less than that, an hour and 30 minutes of sleep and already it's completely fine. Is it the case of, you know what, it might be that they will, the longer they have, well, the more sleep they have, the longer it will take for the sleep counter to be refilled. Maybe that's how it works. I'm going to assume that's how it works. If we wake them up now, then in an hour and 30 minutes time, they're going to be concerned about sleep again. Maybe that's what it's going to be. They have the need. So there you go. Prisoners require sleep. Prisoners will only be able to sleep in the cell to which they are assigned and will only sleep between 8 p.m. and 8 a.m. They'll obviously need a bed too. Doesn't really specify as to whether they will need a hell of a lot more than that. Hygiene's now shooting up. It is nearing free. But they're all asleep right now, so they can't necessarily complain too much about it. Maybe what we should do is just sort of have lockup at 11 and maybe free time here. So maybe free time, then lockup, and then 12 till whenever. Now, that just doesn't seem like a lot of sleep, right? We'll do lockup to here. There we go. I am trying to use lockup a bit more because I am starting to understand its usefulness. I didn't really use it too much before. I just gave them a lot of free time, which did work out as well, but didn't make sense, did it? So I didn't feel like it made sense anyway. Of course, we only have 20 prisoners. And you all saw the other video, saw the other half anyway. Didn't exactly go well. And I had to do some really weird micro stuff in order to make sure that they wouldn't just lash out as soon as they woke up. Because that's what kept happening. But if I got them up when there were no guards inside, then they wouldn't lash out. I think, no, one would lash out. I think it would always be this guy down here. He would lash out. So I had guards around him. Or something. It was really weird. So they dealt with the hygiene's a big issue. So I'm waiting to see if they get really annoyed again. So they are. They're getting extremely frustrated. So what I should do is do what I did before. Get all the guards out and do all that fun stuff. So I'm going to just save. I've got some checkpoint saves right here, which I'm going to start using. This is just for sort of mid-play. So this, when I say micro, I mean sort of I'll go to needs. I mean, I'll go to regime and just say shower time. That's it. So that's what I would do. Then I would have probably yard time come up after that. And then an hour of free time. I'm about to sneeze. You see what I mean? This is a problem with having guards nearby, because they go crazy. They lash out is what I'm trying to say. So their hygiene isn't being fully fulfilled now, because some of them are on the floor unconscious. But there we go. That's our fault, because we didn't wake them up sooner to deal with the hygiene issues. That's something else we have to think about. If it builds up, it can go into the red, and then when they all wake up and they all converge on the same position, they start to get a little bit rowdy. I mean, we can always put showers inside their cells. We have enough room for it, I think. Can we put a drain and a shower in the same cell? I don't know. I hope so. Alright, so they got new clothing now, because I'm pretty sure it's free time. Yeah, it's free time. So they put some new clothing on. Now it's comfort. So as to how they deal with comfort, I don't really know. Tell you what, oh, we do have a doorway there. Okay, that's good. Yeah, how do they deal with it? Prisoners generally feel comfortable for invitation. Alright, it's just yard time. I thought I gave them yard time. It was just an hour, though. Oh, well. Food time is coming up. They do need food, so that's good. Well, of course they need food. So they're all just sort of waiting right now. I think we've got our food ready. It says cooked, so it should be alright. So now they're all eating. We should really have this door stay open again. There we go. I don't know why I changed it, but there we are. Oh yeah, something else I also missed out, which I forgot to mention, is that I didn't have the shower designated. I really am sure that I did do that. Because I did it in the first series as well, V1. I can still remember thousands, well, not thousands of comments, but a quite large number of comments of people, and they still do it to this day, saying that I don't have a shower designated. Is it a bug? I don't know, because I'm positive I put a shower here. Did I well? Because all the other rooms are fine. Security, yard, common rooms, cell blocks. So got the solitary in there, but that was afterwards. But it was only the shower room. There was a one that I didn't designate, which is really weird to me, because I'm just really sure I did. The only thing I can come up with is that I just deleted it accidentally. Right, go to needs. So comfort is being dealt with right now. And everyone seems to be very happy, which is good to see. Now, what I really should do is maybe have a separate area for laundry. That might be a good idea. Like, redesigning the cell blocks is still a big thing that I'm trying to think of right now, of what I could really add to it. Because what I think is a good idea is removing these cell blocks, because I don't want solitary up here. But removing these cell blocks, making it an extra room space, and then having a laundromat and a cleaning cupboard here. Maybe just on this side, so that they can deal with their own cleaning matters. Excuse me. So they can deal with their own cleaning matters in their own cells, and also deal with their own clothing as well. It just keeps it all confined, and it also means that I don't have a bunch of cleaners just sort of walking around. Oh, I forgot about these two. I got rid of them last episode. But obviously I've gone back. Right there. Oh, look, some snow build up. That's really cool. I imagine we need some groundskeepers for that. Oh, no one can get in there. We should really have a guard stationed around these areas. Right, let's go to deployment. I'd rather have a patrol. So a patrol there. Patrol there. Patrol here. 2 guards in here. Do we need 2? Yeah, I think we need 2. Should we have 2 normal guards stationed as well so they can help move the prisoners back and forth? That's probably a good idea. Right, let's go back over here. Let's get rid of those 2. Well, I don't know. I feel like it's okay to just have a guard here chilling out. Same thing here, like having 3 guards in this room. Or in this area, just to keep an eye on things. I don't know if we really need patrols. In fact, the only place where I think we need patrols is by the doorways. So that there's someone to always open it up. Maybe just outside. I think that's the best way to do it. But of course, there isn't a space for everyone just yet. Alright, how are we doing on needs? Hygiene's a big one. Bowels are starting to go up. The bowels are starting to go up, everyone. Now, we don't need food time now, because not everyone needs to eat. It's just all about scheduling correctly, isn't it? So what we should do is move the shower up by 1. And also have lockup there. Then we're going to have 2 hours yard time. Free time, then eating time. Okay, we'll change that around. There might be a method to it, I don't know. But, you know, it's an enjoyable part of the game. Just sort of these little nitpicks. Once you get past the initial hell, which I had to go through. But that was just a poor preparation, I suppose. So a bit of exercise. I think it's free time right now. It is. I should really move this. There we go. So I don't have to keep going back and forth. Or I could just put this somewhere else, like down here. Do I prefer? I think I prefer it down there. Or here. There we go. It's going to take me a little while to get used to that. And also the to-do screen. I don't care about that right now, so we'll get rid of that. Can I have it right here and put the to-do screen somewhere else? I can't move the to-do screen. That's really near. To-do. Some screaming going on. That's good. I like that. Some more screaming is always preferred. I don't know why more screaming is always preferred, but it is. Hygiene shooting up. Sleep time is starting to get there. Where... Oh, fucking hell. Where am I? I'm lost. No, wrong one. Oh, reports. There we go. Right, regime. We are getting close to lockup. Food is not something they need right now, so let's just get rid of that. Just turn it into free time. There's a lot of lockup going on right now. What do they need? Exercise and family. Okay. We can have 2 hours of yard. Or an hour of yard. We're going through lockup right now. So that's dealing with their bladder and bowels. Always good to see. Family will be through the phones. Hygiene's being dealt with. Cool. It's not too bad. There's just a bunch of mediums. You know, there's some satisfied as well. Blue being active. I really wish there was a low setting, though. So it's satisfied, then low, medium, and high. I just feel like you'd know it. Low would be an indicator of, okay, they're just about to get going with wanting this, well, demanding this need. But I suppose medium kind of clarifies for that. And then you get high and critical. Yeah, I suppose. Just feels like the distance between high and critical is quite minuscule. So warmth is now becoming a bit of an issue. What's the weather like right now? Is it that it's too hot? Do I really have to gauge temperature in that particular way? I don't know. I've got some radios here I didn't notice before. Oh yeah, I put them there, didn't I? Right. Well, I know, okay, I know I put them there, but I can't remember if I put them there or just on the sides. I'm going to do the same thing on this bit. I do like how they do go against the wall, though. I didn't think they would before, because obviously it doesn't show itself as doing so when you place it down. There we go. Hopefully we'll keep this area a little bit warmer. Reports, needs. Right, so they're getting the sleep that they need. Now it's food. Yeah, food's starting to jump up, isn't it? Okay. But this is medium right now. It's not on high. Hygiene. There's still a bunch of critical. I think it's just because, once again, some people are in solitary right now. Hopefully, they aren't extremely annoyed once they eventually get out of solitary, though. So it's him, this little bugger right here. It would be interesting if we could just tell them, oh, go deal with this. Like, go deal with this need. While they're in solitary. This is why we should make it into a supermax. So at night, they can deal with those needs. So they don't have to sort of bundle up with everyone. Still getting used to the clock being on this side. It's a minor annoyance now. Sleep only marginally taken care of. I'm still curious who hasn't had their sleep satisfied with yet. Can I check on here? Is there any indicator? There isn't an easy way to find out who hasn't had their needs satisfied unless you just hover over them all and find out. But let's see. So time right now. Oh, God, it's silly. They really only need... Wow. They've only had an hour's sleep. That can't be right. No way can that be right. Do they have the... Do they fulfill their need of sleep during their free time? Is that what's happening? Yeah, bladder and hygiene are going up. Right, you know what? Let's save. Let's save on checkpoint 1 again. Because I'm feeling pretty confident right now. And let's just make it so... What the hell? It's moved my clock. Why? Why have you moved my clock? That's a bit weird. What's the point of moving it around if it can't save it? Alright, well, you know what? I like it here anyway. It's what I'm used to. Right, tell you what. We'll have a lockup. And then shower. And then sleep. No. And then we can have food here. Yard there. Free time here. Then more yard, free time. We won't need to eat here. We'll just have a lockup. So they're all using the lockup time that I've given them right now as a reason to sleep. So how many of them are annoyed right now that I've woken them up early? Doesn't seem like any of them really care. Some of them are a bit annoyed. Probably because they showered very quickly. I really wish if they finished showering, they'd just go do something else. Because they're just sort of sitting there getting annoyed. It's a bit weird. Is there like a shower slash something time? I mean, there's work slash free time. I would like it. This is why I wanted to do it in 30-minute sections instead. Tell you what, their clothing's going to go up, isn't it? Because it's raining right now and they're outside. So their comfort, their warmth is going up. Yeah, this is actually a bad time for a yard, isn't it? Because it's raining. Maybe this is why having inside areas for the yard is a good idea. I figured because it was outside, it would also deal with their comfort because they're outside for once. Right, tell you what, we won't have yard time, we'll just have free time. Alright, there we go. They go deal with their little needs. Their clothing's being dealt with as well, because I guess it got a bit wet because it's raining. Alright, now they're going to go and have something to eat. That should fulfill that need. I think, if we've got the food ready, we should have the food ready. I think we can see it. I think I can see it. Alright, so there we go. Something to eat. That's going to be fulfilled. Now it's just comfort and all these little ones in the middle that all the free time should be able to deal with. Another big problem is they don't really have much to do during the day. It's a very boring prison. But you know what? I feel like I've got control of these prisoners now. I get it. That's all good. Oh yeah, let's see what the warmth is doing with these areas. Temperature. Yeah, there we go. We got these little corners here done with. That's good. The warmth here is nice. So probably another 4 right here will do the trick. As to where we'll put the boiler, I don't know. We'll probably just have to have a little room in the middle for a boiler or something. Slash cleaning cupboard. That might be a good idea. Yard outside is very cold. Yard's an odd one. Because, you know, it's raining, so they can't really go out into the yard. We could have some exercise benches inside somewhere. Like maybe in the common room, so they can get their exercise if it is a rainy day. But their comfort right now... Comfort's a weird one for me. I don't necessarily know how to just straight up deal with it. Like, they've all gone into yard, because I guess I've made it yard time or something. I have, yeah. Let's make it lockup. Alright, so they can all chill out and lock up for a bit. See, that lockup really does deal with comfort so well. It's odd to me why it deals with it so well, but it does. So let's have just a lot of lockup. So it just shoots it straight down. Well, not shoots it straight down, but it seems to be the best way to deal with comfort right now. Wow, it's been a very long episode. The last episode was quite short, so that's fine. Hopefully everyone has enjoyed this episode significantly more than perhaps the last one. I don't know. There's a bunch of dirty clothes in your room. What the hell's going on? I've got to cycle through it. Here we go. You're not right next to the radiator as well, Stinger. Spirituality. Okay, you want to get that dealt with. Eventually we can get something done for that. But you're in lockup for a while here. Comfort has been very well dealt with. Now it's family. We should really get some phones in the common rooms. That probably would definitely help out. Just getting free phones in here. Pool table doesn't seem to matter so much. At least I've not found any reason for why the pool table would be useful for us here. Alright, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed this episode of Prison Architect. Megamax V2 seems to be going exceptionally well right now. The 20 prisoners at first came in, got annoyed about clothing, was pissed off about every single need not being fulfilled, but it's fine. I've come back. I've learned some of the needs of how to micromanage some of them for the time being until we can fully get our regime system sorted out. I think mostly the regime system is going to be sorted out once we get a few more prisoners in, just to test the waters a little bit more and find out if maybe congestion in here becomes a problem because everyone's waiting for a shower. And little bits regarding that. But there we are. Thank you very much for watching. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow me on Twitter for updates on my channel, and Twitch for live streams. I'm the Innkeeper. Merva's been a very quiet bugger today, thankfully. And I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.